You know, if jumping to conclusions were an Olympic event, whoever wrote this article would be a gold medal contender. If I sound a little bit off to you right now, it's because I'm still in the stages of recovering from a head cold, hence why I haven't been uploading much recently. But I felt as if I had to say something about this, because how many times are we going to have to go over this? So, not long before the transition from 2018 to 2019, an article went up on GodzillaMovies.com about an article in which Michael Dougherty was interviewed about Godzilla King of the Monsters 2019. And there was some interesting stuff in there about how he viewed the monsters, how he wanted to portray them as characters rather than as just big dumb monsters that roar and break stuff. But for some reason, the thing that people zeroed in on is something that technically isn't even there. There's no other way to put it other than they are focusing on something that literally does not exist. And that would be something that technically we already knew, that's getting blown out of proportion all over again. You may recall a little while back, this image was posted to Michael Dougherty's Twitter. Now, not long after that image was posted, we did get confirmation that it was actually going to be in the movie. This wasn't just a random picture he posted. It wasn't going to be just an Easter egg in the movie. The Oxygen Destroyer would somehow play a role in the film. We don't know how yet, but somehow it's going to. And that is technically old news. There are a lot of people who are going off this new article and acting like it's new news, but really we've known it for a while. But with this resurgence of an old bit of news comes the resurgence of an old rumor. As you can see from the article title right there, people are once again somehow jumping to the idea that Oxygen Destroyer equals Destoroyah. Here's the actual part of the interview that people keep pointing to. During filming of the movie, Michael Dougherty had shared on Twitter an image of the fictional scientific weapon, the Oxygen Destroyer, which first appeared in the original 1954 Godzilla film, Gojira. Dougherty admits that the weapon, which became the deciding factor in destroying the original Godzilla by destroying all oxygen within its surroundings, appears within the film. It appears as an important key item to the story. This is not a cameo, he confirms. Of course, there will also be other weapons created by humanity that will be shown. That's it. That's literally all it says. And if you think I'm jumping to conclusions about the article jumping to conclusions, here's how the author follows this up. Fans have been quick to point out that this might be a hint at the introduction of Destoroyah, who in the original Toho films was created from the Oxygen Destroyer. There have been plenty of rumors suggesting Destoroyah would be introduced, but, here's the key part, this new interview certainly makes it seem like Destoroyah will be the end result after the Oxygen Destroyer is used. Where in that particular passage did it even so much as hint at Destoroyah? Now, sure, we have this last part about how there will be other weapons humanity makes, but that's hardly the same thing as saying that Destoroyah's gonna show up. I mean, we are officially into the realm of looking at the back of a dollar bill and discerning the entire history of the Illuminati levels of speculation here. And the crazy part is, this is not an isolated incident. After this article went up, there have been other articles posted perpetuating this Destoroyah rumor, and it needs to stop. I'm serious, guys. Is it possible Destoroyah's gonna show up? Maybe. Is it probable? Not very. I've already gone over this. You can't go from Oxygen Destroyer immediately to Destoroyah, especially when there's literally no reason to springboard to that conclusion. I read you the excerpt. As is. I didn't make any alterations to it. And yet somehow people are saying hashtag Destoroyah confirmed all over again. And maybe my annoyance is just exacerbated by the fact that I have a head cold here. But Seriously. GodzillaMovies.com is considered by many to be an official news source for updates on upcoming Godzilla movies and upcoming Godzilla products and anything to do with the Godzilla franchise. I expect a bit more integrity and a bit more truthfulness from an official news source than something like this. It's bad enough that we have to be questioning the veracity of news sources in regards to politics and things like that, without also having that applying to our pop culture. So, in conclusion, there is no evidence at this point that Destoroyah is at all involved in the MonsterVerse. Zero. Zilch, goose egg, nada, nothing, any other way you can think to say that there is no evidence. So to the people who are perpetuating this rumor, I have only one word for you. Stop.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it as well as subscribe to the channel for more content of a similar nature. Also, check the description for links to our Twitter, DeviantArt, and Patreon pages, as well as the Amazon link for the novel Operation Red Dragon: The Daikaiju Wars Part 1, penned by yours truly. Thank you all, and we appreciate your support.